Hello my friends, welcome back to Game Time. I'm your host Kyle. Today we're taking a look at two of the microplayer retro arcades from the company My Arcade. I thought we'd start off, we got a couple to look at, but I thought we'd do two at a time, and I thought we'd start off with two very recognizable arcades, Galaga and Pac-Man. Basically, I noticed these at a local Walmart not too long ago, and these are a little bit different than the ones I used to seeing within the last year or so. They kind of came in packages and had a big number up here, but they looked so cheap in plastic, whereas these actually are pretty nice looking. You can see on the side there kind of some game history there. On back, a little bit what it's like there, full screen, etc. Fun little art on the side. We open it up, and setting aside the arcade unit itself, all it really comes with is just a fun little instruction booklet here, like Pac-Man microplayer. It shows you the layout here. Nothing too wild. It does a couple languages, how the joystick can go, get attached and unattached, batteries, etc., etc. And it's done in different languages. And what they mean by that is the joystick here actually, and almost a little bit too easy, can actually become unscrewed. There we go. Like so. So if you have a arcade, mini arcade cabinet that you would like to play more with the D-pad, for some unknown reason, you are able to do so. So I can just screw it right back in there, and it does actually come out a little too easy. That's unfortunate. The coin slot, as you see on the bottom there, kind of is the power. This will be pressed in, and that's how you turn the machine on and off. On the back, 4 AA batteries is what this bad boy takes. Interesting thing, you have a little headphone jack here. You can kind of do a plus and minus, get the volume louder or softer. And a mini USB, or is that micro USB, that can actually plug in and be a power source as well, in case you don't always have 4 batteries to go with you. So we'll do the same thing with the Galaga cabinet, and then we'll take a moment or two of the gameplay. So that's that on the front, a little bit on the side there, game history. There's the back. And again, nothing too much on the side other than the artwork. Let me open this bad boy up. And there's the Galaga arcade cabinet, and all these are going to be kind of the same. See, there's the going to be the power square on the bottom. On back, the batteries, etc. There's the charging port. Fun artwork on the side. I really like these. Kind of a little bit light, not too heavy, but they feel really nice, and I think they're molded quite nicely. And of course, this one, basically the same thing. Galaga micro player. It's all the same things. So all these essentially look the same. What I have going here, I have a mini USB here. I have plugged into my TV, so I'm going to use that as a power source rather than getting batteries in and out all the time. So wait for the camera to focus here. Focus, please. Oh, okay. I tried. There we go. There's the cabinet itself. I'm going to turn this on right down here. Show you how it lights up. Pretty neat. And we got the arcade cabinet going. I'll bring it a little bit closer. You can see what's on screen. Now this to me seems more like the NES version of Pac-Man. A lot of these games I'm going to be showing in the next couple of videos look like they're the NES versions. So look at the ghost names there. Interesting. Japanese version. That's interesting. I don't think I actually noticed that before. So let's hit start. And it's very awkward to play like this, but I'm going to try not to get finger too much in the video here. The other arcade cabinets, I'm not sure if they're from the same company or what company makes them, but they just seemed a little bit small, like I said, very plasticky looking. I actually really like this. I like the, it's very responsive. The screen's pretty generous and actually pretty bright. It's probably not showing up the best on the video screen, but it's a nice, crisp, bright screen. Very surprised by the quality of this. And the joystick, as I said as well, is pretty darn responsive. So it's kind of Pac-Man. You can kind of pause at any time, reset, etc. So a lot, like I said, very similar to the NES version. let's take a look at the Galaga version. Doo-doo-doo. This one I like quite a bit. Turn it on down there. Use my reflection. Hey. Galaga! Pretty darn nice, huh? This one has the button there on the side. And like I said, you know, one can leave a comment down below whether these look like the NES versions. To me, I think they pretty much are, but this one feels a lot more arcadey than the previous Pac-Man one does. The thing with the sound here, it's very distorted anytime. I didn't mean to do that, but that's alright. Now we're actually playing it too seriously. But yeah, the sound to me sounds a little bit distorted every time we have that fire. See if you can pick it up on the video here. That's kind of weird. I didn't notice the little bit of a sound distortion before, but again, it just has one little speaker there, so not the best sound quality on Galaga. We didn't notice that issue in the Pac-Man cabinet, but basically that's it. That's taking a look at the two today. We'll have a couple more videos showing off a few more of these fun little My Arcade micro players. So yeah, I thought I'd show those off. Kind of worth checking out if you are at a local Walmart or whatnot. But I've seen them on this site as well, myarcadegaming.com. I noticed they had a couple extra ones, kind of like Caveman Ninja, which we know as Joe and Mac. And I think they had one or two more. I have 6 total, so we'll take a look at some more in the future videos. But everybody, thanks for checking this out, and hopefully you've seen something that piques your interest, and we'll see you next time on Game Time.